Good morning, student. Today we are going to study about the plant cell, which is given in your chapter 6 of standard 9 book. Okay, so in chapter 5 we have already discussed about the cell. So there what we had seen, cell, a group of cell comprises to form what? To form tissue. So a particular function is carried out by a cluster of cells at a definite place in the body. This cluster of cells called a tissue and is arranged and designed so as to give the highest possible efficiency of the function. Okay, so these are the learning objective. Now what is tissue? Okay, so as I have already told you that tissue is a group of cells having similar origin, structure and function. See what happens in case of plant cell. Plants are stationary, they don't move, so and they have to be upright. They have a large quantity of supportive tissues. Okay, so in plant cell most of the tissues they contain are living, and in plants growth takes place in some parts, so these parts contain tissue having continuously dividing cells. For example, tip part of the plant, root tip or stem tip, like this. Okay, so in plants, plant tissue can be divided into two tissues, that is meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. So meristematic tissue, here tissue are very active. They have dense cytoplasm, thin cellulose and prominent nuclei. Okay, but they lack vacuoles. See here the big reason behind this, why these tissue sorry, lack vacuoles, because large vacuole will create difficulties in cell division, and here the plant is in growing phase. Okay, so large vacuole stores food, as you have already seen, but in case of meristematic tissue what happens, they utilize all nutrients and energy to growth, hence they don't have food and to store in the vacuoles. That's why vacuoles are absent in the this kind of tissue. On the basis of the position, meristematic tissue can be divided into three different parts. Here you can see the apical apical meristematic tissue, lateral meristematic tissue and intercalary meristematic tissue. Let's first discuss about the apical meristematic tissue. Apical meristematic tissue basically present at the tip of root and stem. In the root meristem is protected by a structure called root cap. Here you can see this outer layer is the root cap. This is the stem, the apical meristem in stem, and this is in the root, sorry, not in stem, root. You can see the root cap. Sorry, root cap is absent in the stem, it is present in the root. Apical meristem brings the growth of root and shoot, and this growth is called primary growth, where primary tissues are present. Here this is called the primary growth. These again develops to form the secondary tissue. Now come to the intercalary meristematic tissue. They are present only in monocot plants and are intercalated between permanent tissue. Here you can see the nodes, this and the spaces between two nodes, and the spaces between two nodes is called the internode. You must have seen in case of in bamboo tree, at the nodes of bamboo it allows for rapid stem elongation through elongation of internodes. And students, here I want to tell you about that bamboo is not the tree, actually it is a kind of grass. Okay, then after let's come to the lateral meristematic tissue. See, lateral meristems are the meristem that present along the sides of the stem and roots. It appears only after the maturation of plant part. ठीक है. Then after primary growth, you can see here the vascular bundle and vascular cambium, intervascular cambium, they fuse to form a vascular cambium during the secondary growth. Basically, lateral meristem helps to increase the diameter of root and stem. Okay, so vascular cambium produces xylem, which is towards its inner side, that is this one, and phloem, that is towards its outer side. This is xylem and this is phloem. Together we call this the vascular bundle. Then after cork cambium, here you will see the cork cambium. Cambium is a cork which is a tough protective material which protects the stem and root of the plant. So all these, that is lateral, internode and apical meristem, all these together they comprises and results secondary thickness of the plant. Okay students, now let's go to the these slides will help you out to understand these two pages of your NCERT book, that is page number 68 and 69. So after going to the slides, kindly go through these two pages of your NCERT book. Thank you. We will continue with in next class. Thank you.